Season 2 of Madden 26 Ultimate Team is in the books, and Season 3 is here. But it is now time to go back and look at my top 5 favorite player items from MUT 26 Season 2. Just like last time, we're going to be doing honorable mentions as well, and I'm going to show you guys the first edition of the master list, where I combine Season 1 and Season 2's list together to see who really is the best player in all of Madden 26 Ultimate Team, in my humble opinion. So without further ado, let's get into it, the honorable mentions. Starting off first with this man right here. Who? Mike Jones. Mike Jones, Sam linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams, is going to be one of my honorable mentions here for Season 2. Reason being is because he is really, really fast. At the height of the Unreal Moments promo, you could get this card up to a max speed of 92, which easily made him the fastest linebacker in the game. And while the Unreal Moments promo has effectively died off, he is still incredibly fast at 90 speed because he is a Raider. He was a Raider player, so he gets the Raiders team chem. I'm running a Raiders team as we speak, so he is 90 speed. I use him a lot to blitz. I also sometimes click onto him in coverage as well and user him, and he has been a demon ever since I picked him up. I've been calling his name out left and right, saying who? Mike Jones a lot. It's always fun to do that. I do wish that his acceleration was a little bit better. It doesn't get to the top end speed of 90 as effectively as I would hope he does, but nonetheless, he is still very, very good. One of the best linebackers in this game still. He's not that expensive either, and he is one of the honorable mentions here on this list. Honorable mention number 2 is going to be a card that you get for absolutely free in this game, and it is none other than one of the best wide receivers in the game as we speak, Davante Adams. Yes, this card is 100% free by just adding in the Season 2 upgrade tokens. 92 speed is still really good, but we're starting to creep up towards 93, 94, sometimes even 95 speed, which you'll see here shortly. So he is starting to become just a little bit slower, but there's still a lot of very slow DB, so he is still pretty fast in that case. But yes, Davante Adams has always had great items in Ultimate Team, and this is no different here. He is slithery smooth.
What do you mean by that?
When he runs his routes, just like he has been for so long in real life. There's something about this card that just stands out. The way that he runs routes so much better than a lot of other receivers in this game, and he has just been so good ever since you were able to upgrade this card up to an 88 to start, then you're able to upgrade to an 89, and now you can get him to a 90 overall. He gets every theme team chem as well, which is a huge W. I just don't see how you guys are using this card if you are playing this game mode. Like, he just saves you on a ton of coins on some of the best receivers in the game, absolutely free, and he's an absolute demon like he has been for so long, not only in real life but also in Madden as well. The last honorable mention here for Season 2's list is going to be a tight end, and it will be Evan Ingram's game time player item. For the longest time, this was the best tight end in the game, probably for about a 3-week stretch, because you could get this man up to 89 speed, where at the time of the game time promo, that was super freaking fast. I can't wait for this card's next upgrade because I already know he's probably going to be super fast right out the gate. He does get that Jaguars chem, which at the time the Jaguars team was the best in the game, and that really elevated him so much for me. Just so much faster than like linebackers and everything that he was covered on. Sometimes he would destroy DBs as well, and he can also spin too. Gets the really good spin animation, so he can break defenders' ankles in that way. All around, I would say one of the best tight ends that I have used all year long. Cannot wait for his next upgrade. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. The top 5 list of Season 2. Coming in at number 5 on the list is going to be the only running back that I have picked in all of the lists so far. I didn't pick a running back at all in Season 1, any honorable mentions, and here's the first one of the list, and it is none other than Detroit Lions legend Sonic himself, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, the Crystal Season 2 player here, which means that he gets every single team chemistry, and obviously he gets those crystal chemistries as well to help boost some of your stats. 93 speed on a theme team. When this card came out, he was an absolute cheat code. I didn't think I would like using a short running back, but god damn it, Jahmyr Gibbs was the exception because this man was a demon. Just so much faster than all the defenders that were on the field at the time of this card coming out. And he still is faster than a lot of defenders that are on the field. Unfortunately for me, I am not using him anymore. I kind of got tired of using him. Not gonna lie, if you throw to your running back a lot, you would probably notice that Jahmyr Gibbs, he doesn't get really good rack catch animation. I really need out of my running back. He started off getting a lot of good rack animations, but over time I could tell it was kind of starting to switch and he wasn't getting those rack animations as much and as consistently as I would hope for, and it was really starting to get me angry. But nonetheless, he is still one of the best running backs in the game. Is still very expensive. I don't know how much he costs at this point because I actually, I did the Crystal Step offers. As you guys know, I posted that pack opening a while back when I did it. So he's probably still relatively expensive because he does get, he is one of the ×3 players for the Crystal Boost. So yeah, gonna make him really expensive just like that. And of course, he does get every team Kim as well. So that benefits your theme team. That's why we got him up to 93 speed. Jahmyr Gibbs, really excited for his next upgrade, coming in at number 5 on this list, the first running back of both lists of both season 1 and 2. Coming in at number 4 on the list is yet another card that you got literally for free. For just playing this game, you got this man right here, Benjamin St-Juste, cornerback for the Chargers. This is one of the ranked reward players from season 1 of ranked. Technically, season 1 of rank kind of overlapped with season 2. It was way too long. It was like literally almost a 2-month session of ranked, which so we didn't get this card until about 3 weeks ago, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago at this point. Nonetheless, he is and was free because the card was just granted to you for hitting champion. You got the selection between Neighbors, Ted Hendricks, and St-Juste. I went with St-Juste, and I definitely do not regret it whatsoever. He gets every single theme team. Obviously a huge bonus there, so we're able to get him up to 92 speed, which is very good. And he is obviously very tall, which you need the very tall DBs in this game. He's 6'3". We've played him all over the place. We played him at slot corner, outside corner. I think I played him at safety at times. He can pretty much play anywhere you want him on the field in the secondary, and he's going to do pretty well for you because that height definitely helps breaking up a lot of passes and getting really good animations because simply he's tall. That's how this game is coded. If you're tall, you have a better chance at getting better breakup animations and actually playing the ball rather than the receiver. Yep, that's Madden 26 in a nutshell. And yeah, ever since I got Benjamin St-Juste, I've absolutely loved him. One of the first days that I got him, I think the first day that I got him, I actually played him at wide receiver because when he came out, this card was once again so much faster than a lot of the DBs in this game. Bro, I literally threw him like 3 or 4 touchdowns. Let me actually take a look here and see. I actually kind of want to see here what his stats are. I'm pretty sure I threw him at least a couple of touchdowns. Ultimate team stats, game stats, defense. I can't really see that. Guess you can look at total touchdowns. Interception touchdowns 4. I don't know if that's in the equation there, but I know that I definitely threw him a couple of touchdowns. Now, if you do play this card at wide receiver, we're gonna probably most of the time, I'd say 70 to 80% of the time, he will drop wide open passes, obviously because he's a cornerback playing at wide receiver. So if you do that, be aware of that. I would not do it, but if you do it, you've been forewarned. So yeah, Benjamin St-Juste, still one of the better DBs in the game. I hate if you guys did not take this card. I definitely was on the fence of either him or Ted Hendricks, and I'm like, okay, no, St-Juste, easy choice here. He's got a lot of mileage out of me. We're still gonna be using him and abusing him until we get a card that is better. Coming in at number 3, you guessed it, boys, another card you got for free. Well, you had to do a little bit of watching on Twitch. It is the MCS 87 overall Kyle Hamilton. This card, boys, absolutely golden card. Probably the best Kyle Hamilton card that I have used ever. He was amazing for so long. Unfortunately, we are no longer using him because he is pretty outdated. He's really slow. You can only get him up to 89 speed, which right now, that's good for usering, but that's about it. And he's 6'4", obviously that's massive. Having that height is huge. He made so many great plays for me so long. He gets pick artist as well, which that's also another added bonus there for this card. Got pick artist. And once again, all team chems as well. Another card with all team chems. That way you're able to really make him very, very good. Yeah, he just simply made so many plays for me in a game where it's already difficult enough for defenders to make plays. He made it seem easy at times. Not that often, but when he did, he made a big impact. And once again, the card we got simply from just watching the first MCS live event of the year. So you just really can't complain about it whatsoever, because he was one of the best cards in the game when he dropped. And we got him for free. So there it is. Kyle Hamilton, number 3 on the list. Now moving on, number 2. Now, if this card didn't just come out, he would easily be number 1 on the list. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, he's not number 1 on the master list quite yet, but he's gonna move up. Because once again, Most Feared has overlapped with season 2 and now into season 3. It's Randy Moss. Not much more needs to be said about this man. All I'm gonna say is this. Right here on the YouTube channel in the near future, there is going to be a Randy Moss highlight reel of him just being Randy Moss. I'm going to post a video of that. This is probably the most dominant Randy Moss card I've ever used, especially on the next gen version of Madden. This card is simply insane. I run a Raiders theme team and I also run a Most Feared theme team. That's why you see him at 95 speed. The next fastest DB in this game, boys, can only get to 93 speed at the time of this recording. So he is literally just flying by DBs without breaking a sweat. That's kind of what he did when he was in the league, right? He was literally just flying by mofos. And he is also the reason why we switched to the Raiders theme team, because, well, let's face it, the Raiders theme team is always good every single year at some point. Now it is really good because of Moss. He's just simply insane. Dominant like he was for so long, and that is how Randy Moss cards feel. I have felt ever since the next gen version of Madden come out that I haven't really felt Randy Moss has been like Randy Moss. He's kind of felt like just another receiver. Now he feels like Randy fucking Moss, and it's so awesome. Once again, if he didn't just come out literally a week ago, he would be higher on this list. Unfortunately, he is not. Once again, he is not on the top of the master list either, but he's gonna keep climbing. I'm almost guaranteed 100% positive that he will keep climbing the master list once we head into season 4. There it is, Randy Moss. He is the runner-up of the players on this list. Even though he's only been out for a week, he already vaulted into the top 5 at number 2. But coming in at number 1, and this is kind of a no-brainer here, one of the coolest cards EA has ever dropped, and it is none other than the Game Time 87 overall cornerback / wide receiver / Mr. Do Everything, Travis Hunter. Seriously, boys, this card is still one of the coolest items EA has ever put out. Yes, he is corner, but EA has now given Travis Hunter, and hopefully they give some more players like this, the Iron Man ability, which essentially does not penalize him from playing out of position. So guess what we can do? We can play him at wide receiver and he's not going to be affected whatsoever. So he's a cornerback, but he's still able to catch passes like a wide receiver. Like I mentioned earlier with St. Juice, St. Juice doesn't have the Iron Man ability, so he was just dropping wide open passes. Travis Hunter, the exact opposite. This card was simultaneously the best card on offense and best card on defense for the longest time. And I don't think we've ever been able to say that about any card ever. That is what is so cool about Travis Hunter being in the league and how he is now playing both ways in the league, is we get cards like this where he's just so freaking dominant on both sides of the ball. Once again, you can play him at corner in the slot, outside, safety, and then guess what? You could throw the ball to him 20 times a game if you wanted to, and he was going to burn defenders. If you still run a Jags theme team, you still have him at 92 speed, which I was running Jags theme team for the longest time, simply for this man right here. As I mentioned though, we switched to Raiders because of Moss. I switched to Rams in there as well, but maybe once Travis Hunter gets his next upgrade, that's when we maybe cycle back to the Jaguars theme team because of how freaking good this card was. Like I said, he is one of the best and most awesome player items EA has ever dropped, even better than some golden tickets, because golden tickets are not able to do what this specific card has been able to do. Like both sides of the ball, literally every single snap, and be a game wrecker and game changer both sides of the ball. I am super excited for his next card, whenever that is. And he is without a doubt the top player of season 2 for me. Now, for the first time, let's unveil to you guys overall master list, where I combine season 1's list with players from this list into one. And we will find out at the end of the Madden 26 Ultimate Team game cycle who really is the best player item in this game. Now, full disclosure, like I mentioned earlier, players right now that are on this master list, it can change. And it is going to, because we've only had Randy Moss for a week. He is going to probably be at the top of this list by the time season 3 is over. Might have just jinxed it. I don't know. Without further ado, let's unveil the first master list. So here it is, boys. Small text and all. There is the first master list of the lists that I'm making here in Madden 26. Coming in at number 10, we do have Brock Bowers, followed by Jahmyr Gibbs, Benjamin St. Juste, T. Higgins, Jihad Campbell, Nick Emmanwori, Kyle Hamilton, Randy Moss, most likely is going to move up, Dante Thornton, who was my favorite player item in season 1, and Travis Hunter, my favorite player item in season 2. Yeah, basically kind of mix match. So Travis Hunter was the best in season 2, and then by default probably had to put the best in season 1 right after, which is Dante Thornton. And then I went down the list from there. Like I said, Randy Moss, he's gonna move up. It's gonna happen. I have a feeling the next time I do this video, the end of season 3, moving to season 4, it's gonna happen. Spoiler alert, it's gonna happen. So right now, Travis Hunter is overall my favorite item in both seasons for the entirety of MUT 26 up to this point, but it's gonna be Randy Moss, trust me. But hey, guess what? Dante Thornton could potentially get a new item, and that item could potentially vault into this list somehow. We'll have to wait and see. He should hopefully be getting a card in the Most Feared promo. That card is going to be disgusting because he is a Raider and he's Most Feared, and he'll get +5 speed. Give us another Dante Thornton, goddammit, EA. But there it is, boys. What do you think of the season 2 list, and what do you think of the master list? Who do you think is going to be on the next list for season number 3? And who do you think is going to be number 1 on the master list come the end of season 3? Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all had a great season 2 and have a great season 3. Patch also just dropped for this game as well. Will it kill the game or will it not? We're gonna have to wait and see. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Hey, before you go, did you like what you saw in the video? If you did, consider leaving a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you really like what you saw, consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon to be notified each and every single time a video goes live here on the channel. Here's a couple other videos on my channel that you might like. Thanks for tuning in.